What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Georgia's offense will get first crack at it today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-timer baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Let's go! To the air, it's Stockton. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Georgia coming out with the fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Tosses it incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in time.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
Touchdown, Georgia.
You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So our offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Dropping back, it's Green. It's complete to the right.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Here we go. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll run play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Just had to pick up a few inches on the play, and they do it on fourth down.
I mean, literally, fall forward. That's all you have to do is just give me a little bit of space where I can fall forward and you can push him forward. I like it going forward on fourth down most of the time anyways, but definitely on 4th and inches.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Blake. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Second down coming up.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Get ready.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
6-yard line. Brings up third down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking downfield, it's Green. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal.
Number 80 on the field goal.
He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Kick it away.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And his throw is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Caught near the sticks, it's Frazier. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
He's brought down at the 28.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A strike downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And I like it, 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Georgia! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
With the catch and score.
A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. It's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Green. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted.
The 2nd down.
Up on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice.
Breaks into the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Gain of 22.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
Here we go. They want to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Georgia.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the 2nd quarter. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Green. And the timing just a hair off.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And this punt will be down just... the 30-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get...
Oh, he's got some space. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
And the Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quickly out to the tight end. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board.
The kick is
Tried to give it enough body English, buddy. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's going to run it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got it down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that 1st down. This is still the 1st half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. The play-action fake. Quickly to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's Green. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands. Well, not full, because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Get set.
Gonna run it. It's Frazier. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Pass interference, defense.
And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Moves.
Quarterback looks for a little space. Sneaks it into the end zone.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Arkansas, 3.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Finally stopped after he saw it. Turn out to the 32. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Green. Here's a heat. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. From inside the 15, here's the return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by...
Right down the middle. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blake. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early, saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Green. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And this... Showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
Catch in the middle, it's Branch. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his man, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He's got the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Makes the grab over the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Georgia.
If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Fires left. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
To the air, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Gets it to him on the screen. Inside the 45. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down and 10.
First down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
That's caught. It's Frazier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Delp. Turning it on. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Now, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete on the right side. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? They'll give it to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Scanning the field, it's Green. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets past the marker. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Russell. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's the running back.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Blake. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Razorbacks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
He's tackled.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
He might want another play. Looking to throw at Stockton. Tight end finds a soft spot.
The first down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Pickup of 10.
This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
Georgia.
Tuna. Ready.
He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Georgia.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Back to throw, it's Green. Quarterback adapting. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Razorbacks look to do some damage in the red zone. Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. That pass is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Off play action. Throws for the tight end. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Bell. Open space at the 25. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Number 86.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well, because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Looking left. Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Branch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming.
29 Philly. Go!
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Branch. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Off play action on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. One more play to pad the stats. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's going to go down as time has run out. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.